Okay, we're going to just try and put a rock and roll solo together. I've just found a backing track. I'm just going to listen to it. It's in A major. It's a shuffle rhythm. So let's see what we can do. I've just slung a few riffs together. I'm going to try and put them together now to form a solo. See what happens. Alright. I mean, what I've done is I've just tried to follow some of the chord progressions rather than just go all the way through going and all that sort of stuff, which can be pretty boring. I thought we'd try and do something where we move up and down a bit. Alright, now the nice thing about this solo is I've done this one in A major because most guitar players like playing it in A. But if you're gonna, and I'm starting on the root note here on the A. So, but let's assume it was too high for somebody to sing in A and they were going to do it in G. You'd, you know, move it, or F. So I've kept it so you can move it around to whatever key you want to play it in. All right. So we're doing it in A, and as I say, it's off the cuff. We'll see what happens. So starting with the first little riff. All right, which is this. All right, it's cool that. Right, now before I do any more, you can get the tab for this, which is mine, it's free, by clicking the link below. So whatever I tell you now, if you forget any bits, go to the tab. As I say, it's all free, you're not going to have to pay anything, and you can share it around to your mates. As I say, do whatever you want with it, just enjoy what's on this site, okay? Right, first lick. Bass string, 5th fret. Then slide from the 7th to the 9th on the bass string. Then 7 and 9 on the 5th. So, and then to the 9th. Let me do that again. When you slow these things down, it's tricky because you lose the phrasing. I lose the phrasing even on my own little bits. So forgive me if I stumble here and there. Let's do that bit again. Bass string, 5th fret. Slide from 7 to 9. 7 to 9 on the 5th. And then similarly on the 4th string, and then back to the 7th fret on the 4th string. I'll do that again. Okay. Bom ba da da dum da da da. Bom ba da da dum ba da da. Always get the phrasing. Bom ba da da dum ba da da. Okay, so we've managed to get from there to the octave. And now we're going to pick it up and do a similar sort of thing, but this time I'm going to start on the 4th string at the 9th fret. Let me just play it first. Just got to get it in my own head. So we're going to go from the 9th to the 11th, then onto the 3rd string, 9 to 11, and then onto the 2nd string at the 10th. Hold the note a little bit, then to the 12th, and then back to the 10th. So it sounds like this. I'll do it really slowly. Swap around and use different fingers, you know. Technically, you know, you're supposed to use the nearest finger to the fret, and some people find that easy to play. I learned these my electric guitar stuff years and years ago, and I didn't do enough theory as I should have done. So you know, my fingering is not really good on electric. It's much better on a classical, because you know you have to use the right fingers on classical, otherwise you can't play the pieces. So you know, if you find that you finger it the way you want to. See the way I went to a first string, you know, a first finger there. Really, it should have been a 2nd and a 4th, but I find that tricky. Okay, on to the next lick, which is this. Great lick that. So that's the 1st string at the 9th, 2nd string at the 10th. And the phrase is da-dum, bam, bam, ba-dum, bam. Okay? And we'll look at the orientation of these two fingers. We're going to go from there and then we're going to move to there, and then we're going to go back to there, and then back to there. Okay. And then we've moved up. I'll do that 2 beats here, and then just move that shape up and down 1 fret. So you've now got an 8 and a 9 here, and then back again, and then another 1 here, and just slide off it. So we've got this now. And now we're going to go. Okay, so what's happening there? It's getting into pentatonic land. Okay, we're going to do like a couple of double strings here. 2 and a 1 at the 8th. 2 beats. Then at the 7th, 2 at the 5th. Still hitting 2 strings. And then a 7 and a 5 on the 3rd string. Alright, so now you can again finger it whichever way you find most comfortable. So let's play that first bit again. Then slide from the 7 to the 9. I'm going to use my 2nd finger. And then 1st finger, or whatever finger you like, on the 2nd string at the 8th. And then 9 to 7 to the 5. Finish on the 4th string at the 7th. I'll do that slowly. Typical rock and roll lick coming up. You could actually play the whole solo just with that lick. I've seen players do it. Rod Stewart's guitar player for a kick-off, I remember watching him do a concert. He just did that all the way through, and everyone thought it was fantastic. There you go. So let's look at what that is. You've got like a double beat on the 2 and the 1 at the 5th fret. Then a single note on the 3rd string at the 7th. And then a hammer from the 5 to the 6 on the 3rd. So, and then finish with the 2 and 1 again on the 1st and 2nd string. We'll do that again. We'll do it twice. Okay. All right. Then we've got a pentatonic scale that's going to do this. Okay, now I pick it up on the half beat at the 5th fret, okay? Okay, so I'm going to go and then from the 8 to the 5, and I do a pull off on this. And then 2nd string at the 8th, 1st string at the 5th, 2nd string at the 8th again, finish on the 2nd string at the 5th. Then I do another pull off on the 2nd string at the 8th to the 5, and then 3rd string 7, 2nd string 5, 3rd string 7, 3rd string 5. Put that together. 4th string at the 7th, and 3rd string twice at the 5th. Let me do that one more time. I'm watching myself using the wrong fingers, thinking, God, if my students did that, I'd be shouting at them now. Well, not shouting, but advising. All right, let's do it. Should we try and do it technically correct? Little finger. But you might find it. That's how big your hands are, I suppose. But if you're small, then you lose your little finger. But as I say, I learnt some of these licks years ago, and I just didn't pay any attention whatsoever to the right fingering. And no doubt you neither will you. You'll just say, I know what that is, and I'll play it. Okay, and now a tricky little run. Which is great, beautiful, this little line. And this is the sort of thing that separates run-of-the-mill solos from, that's classy. Even guitar players
will like this. They'll say, I wonder where he learned that one, so get into this. So, just to recap, we've just done the pentatonic. Then we're going to slide up to the second string to the 10th, followed by a first string at the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. Okay, like a chromatic run. Back to the first string at the 9th. Second string at the 10th. Third string at the 9th. Have you noticed the way it's shadowing this D type shape? And it comes in, there's no surprise that it happens to be the A chord. Okay, let's do that again. Okay, we've just finished on the third string at the 9th. Down to the 7th. And then to the 6th. Then 7 again. Then 8. Then 9. Then onto the 4th string at the 5th, and you're going to slide it to the 6th, and then 5th string at the 7th, and then 5th string at the 5th, bass string at the 8th, the little bend, and then finish on your root note, the 5th fret. Can do when you're doing, I just pick any old thing, but make sure it's a shuffle. It'll work with the straight rhythm as well, but it works better as a shuffle, I think. I'm going to, if you go onto this YouTube thing and then you can actually slow it down. I'm going to do it, it might be too slow this, 75%. I'll just pick it up. Let's do it a bit faster. Just have fun with it. I stopped there because I was bound to balls it up. Alright, so look. That's a little rock and roll thing that you can do. Remember, you can play it anywhere on the in any key. If you know, with this thing, we did it in A. If you wanted to play the whole thing in the key of G, just move everything a couple of frets to the left. All right. If you want to play it in B or B flat, move it a bit to the right. That's the simplest way of doing it. Look for the root note, and that'll tell you where to start. All right. Hope you've enjoyed this. Don't know what I'm going to do next. I'll think of something. But in the meantime, enjoy. Feel free to share it. Don't forget to download your thing. And please don't forget to subscribe. All right. See you soon. Bye-bye.